Lindsay, I saw you there before I got here. That's crazy. Good morning. Get that off of there. For the love of thrift. That's a good name. I love to shop, thrift shop. Well, okay. Yours truly forgot one thing. So let's see here. Mm, Good morning. This is pretty much just to kind of hang out and talk about things on whatnot. Shipping is a good one. Um, I try and keep myself up on how to get things shipped right without costing us a fortune. Once in a while, it works. Let's see. You guys hear me all right? And the music? About the music. Awesome. Hope we're okay with classic country. Yippee! I'm trying to get this. I'm going to do a giveaway on me right away here. This is a sponsored show. Let's see. I put a character bag in the giveaway. Got some of those hanging behind me. If a customer leaves a show, do you lose your free shipping? What do you mean? If you leave and then you come back and try and want to buy something again in the same show? No, when you come back, it should be wherever it left off at. It still knows you're you. It hasn't finalized the show yet. If it happened that you left the show at the same time that you filled your box and it was time to buy another box, then of course you'd have to, you'll get charged again. But otherwise, it should bundle. I can bundle something that, like, you could come in my buy it now 10 minutes after my show is closed, 15 minutes after my show is closed, and buy something, and it'll put it with whatever you bought in the show. It's kind of crazy how that works. Does it work all the time? Is it perfect all the time? Probably not. I mean, any of you guys that watch me when I did those plates, I did two different plates, uh, the plate auctions. The first one I did, um, whatnot, for whatever reason, started charging people really crazy. The bundling is pretty smart. Smart bundling is not necessarily pretty smart. I was just about to get to that. I did these Disney plates, and the first two did right, and the third one it tried to charge an additional $12. And I double checked my shipping. I had it set properly. Don't know what happened, but I had to stop my show and come back another day. I came back another day, and it worked absolutely seamless. It was just crazy. The dollar mamas. So when you say break, are you using smart bundling or are you using custom profiles? Well, that giveaway that's running, I am the sponsor on that giveaway. I'm not sure what smart bundling is. So when you create an item to sell, do you just go down to its weight to the weight you want to choose for that item and pick the weight, or do you have custom profiles made where you choose for different predetermined settings? You choose the weight. So let me show you something. Around, and he lives inside of me. Keep me down and love me all night long. Hold me close and make me strong. So when you go down to shipping, you guys can see I have 1 to 3 ounces selected for the bags. Very few of my auctions do I use this. It's called smart bundling. So when I open it up, I go down to the bottom. There's all those choices of weights. Is that what you guys are talking about? That's what you used? You too, Dollar Mamas? Okay. So basically, you're taking your shipping life in your own hands financially. Sometimes it works great. If you run everything the same weight based on an average, you know, do you sell everything that's the same size? I mean, so uh, like if you sold this versus this little coffee koozie or can koozie, um, if somebody buys the can koozie, which has dust on it, sorry, can koozie, this is going to go in a very tiny little general merchandise bag for like $3.50 or $4. Yosef, hi. Um, so you got to be careful with that. If you charge the same shipping and it goes to 921, hey, designs by grandma, congratulations, you get a character bag coming at you. It'll be one off the wall behind, off the hanging up behind me here. Um, you're welcome. So the Dollar Mamas, are you in a position to, can you co-host for a minute? Okay, let's do that. I got so I can hear. What up?
How are you?
Ah, I can hear you. I'm better now.
Good, good, good.
All right. Separated. Hold on. Somebody texted something or messaged something here.
Oh, all my people are coming in.
Looks.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so that's how that works. When you co-host, it's a benefit to both parties. Number one, I don't have to sit here and try and squint and read what you're saying and respond. Because I hate texting to begin with. I earn my gray hair. Sorry, I'm old. I like to talk. Here we are, people. Woo! Yeah. But when you co-host someone, what happens is that everybody that's your people get notified that you're live, and then they come in. So welcome in everybody that's coming in with the Dollar Mamas. Glad
Hey,
to have you here. We're talking about shipping and how not to get roasted.
that I couldn't wait for your show. So I want to get my shipping more efficient. Um, I'm a new seller. I've been selling on Whatnot for 2 months,
Okay,
and we are selling maybe 3 to 4 times a week, and we're selling about 2 to 400 items a show. And
really,
so, yeah,
ma'am?
yeah.
Come on up here. Come on up here and sell some of this shit.
So that's I'm trying to figure out. First of all, we're selling maybe 1,400 to 1,700 items a week. Um, so first and foremost, and then second of all, we're putting together packages that could have anything from 5 items to 30 items. We've had some people order 100 items, And so we're growing and it's a good thing, but I don't think I have the shipping in a way that's best for the customers and the best for us. So that's what I would like to figure out at that quantity, running a
There you
show,
go.
1 to 2 hours, selling 200 to 300 items in that 2 hour window, how to do that.
What are you using for packaging?
I'll show you. So we use poly mailers. We use 12 by 12 by 6. We use 12 by 12 by 12 boxes. The
Do you have any of the priority boxes from the post office?
No,
So you buy all your boxes?
we buy all of our boxes from Uline.
Damn, you can adopt me when we're done with this conversation because you'll have money.
So
Holy shit.
we do, yeah, 12 by 12 by 12s, 12 by 12 by 6s. Taking you upstairs and kind of showing you what we've got. And then we do 4 different sizes of poly mailers. And then we have, yeah, that's what I'm doing now. But I didn't think
So,
we would grow so fast. So I need as much help as I can get.
hey, I can't believe or I like big deals. Are you still here? Hold on a second. Lydia, are you still here? You're gonna want to bookmark her shows. Did you hear what she said about kids' clothes? Holy crap.
Oh, here, let me see if I can flip the camera and show you the technology. So yeah, we just run um, pallets and pallets and pallets of kids' clothes 3 to 4 times a week. Here's some of our shipping bags like this, or hidden here, these type of boxes. But we probably run to 3 pallets a week.
Okay. That's awesome. Somebody says your deals are fantastic. So you
Thank you.
watch for I like big deals. She's one of my biggest customers. She's probably gonna show up.
Come on, guys. And I couldn't wait for your show mystery deals because I want to give my clients the best experience. And I feel like we're
So
growing so fast and I don't know what to do.
well, the first thing is these are free.
Okay.
This cost me nothing to buy. Better yet, the post office will deliver them in packs of 25, and they deliver me 500 of them at a time. Terry Shore,
Okay.
how to make shipping profiles. I will just a minute, Joseph. Joe King on there. He made a couple comments already that are valid points. You said you average, so I want to find out where you're at with what you put down for your average. What when
So
you choose kids' clothes, what do you choose for your weight?
we either do 4 to 7 or the one that's a little bit higher than that, the next tier. So
Yeah,
for instance, we'll sell
yeah,
anybody
eight
who
to
starts,
11.
we sell like leggings. If it's something heavier, I put it in my shop and I weigh it. I did learn that. So like for instance, we've got this cute little fur coat in the shop. That's pretty heavy though, right?
Yeah.
So it
What part of the I've got a story for those too. What part of the country are you in?
Delaware. East,
Delaware.
East
You got a post office close to you?
we do, and they do our pickups for us, which is great.
It has its moments, and you watch them scan every package, right?
I print out that sheet.
Look it, they're gonna hate you for this,
Okay.
but I would have them when they come to pick up. He has a little handheld scanner. You want to hear a beep every single package.
Okay.
Because if you read the terms of service on Whatnot, it says pretty clearly that if you use a scan sheet, Whatnot does not consider that proof of delivery to the post office. If something happens to one of those packages and all you have is a scan sheet and they never actually scan the item, then you are on the hook for that one.
Okay.
Okay, your mailman's not gonna really like it a whole lot, but you can go into terms of service and print it out and go, hey, listen, this is the requirement. That's the contract that Whatnot has with the post office. This
Sure.
is what I have to do. I have to have a scan on each package, and you're entitled to a scan on each package. If you get that big where you want to just do the scan sheet and you're willing to take the hit occasionally, take the hit. That's up to you. I choose to try and not take no hits. I screw up enough accidentally that I'm gonna fix everything I can fix before I fit up.
Same. And I'm trying to learn. I'm telling you,
So
between Goliath and everyone like you guys, tell me everything. I'm going to take it all in.
Well, you take it all in, and it's just like everything else in life. You know, what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. So you
Mhm.
take all the information you get across all the places you go, try and stick with the stuff that follows the rules, because there
Okay.
are some that, that might not. And you want to make sure that at the very least you're not, grab a pen and a paper, write it down. Yes.
Yes.
You want to, and hang on a second, Joseph. This is why I didn't message you back. I was busy getting ready for the show. So anyway, he's also a wholesale broker. So there you go.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, I hope I didn't let the cat out of the bag, you guys. But there he is, Joe King. Give him a follow. If you, he may have some things for you. He may not. It depends on what you sell. Because like I said, what works for one might not work for the other. And you got to do your own thing. But take the parts that work for you, and throw the
mhm.
rest away. Don't give it a second thought. And you've got to continue with what's going to work for you. I can tell you that when you don't have to buy boxes, that saves you a little bit. What are you paying Uline for them boxes? 70 cents a piece?
70 to 80 cents a piece. We do order bulk, so we get pallets full.
Yeah.
But if we could do less, that would be great. What's the largest size box, though? I wonder that the post office will do priority.
Well, so this is a 12 by 12 by 6.
Okay.
And this is a flat rate box. Okay. There's also 12 by 12 by 8.5. This is not, or by 8. This is not 8.5. This is not flat rate. This one,
Okay.
you do not want to go over 5 pounds, because priority over 5 pounds, ka-ching, 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 out your pocket. Because the app isn't going to, you don't want to set it to charge priority. You want to keep your customers. I like
That,
big deals can tell you about that too. There's all kinds of ways to get creative. She doesn't sell, she buys, but as a buyer, she's looking for ways to be able to spend less on shipping and
mhm.
spend more with you, the seller. She's one of those conscientious buyers that actually, and we send as big as 24 by 12 by 12 with USPS. Yeah, you can. So, you can do that. And if it goes ground advantage, it's not so bad. But it's how you set your settings, and we'll get into the settings here in a minute. But let me finish my spiel about this box right here. When I
Yeah.
sell adult clothes, I have a custom profile, and in that box for $9.21, I stuff approximately 8 regular size adult pieces of clothing.
Okay.
If I'm selling more jeans or bulky sweater, I might change the profile to the one that goes 5 to 7. I adjust it by the average. So I'm still doing what you do with averaging the weight, right?
Mhm.
But what I'm doing is I take that box and I see what I can stuff in there. If I can stuff 15 kids' clothes in there, I make a of what I'm selling that day. I make a custom profile that says like smaller kids' clothes. And then I put
Right.
max bundle. Max bundle is 15. So now somebody buys the first one, you're going to have the first one set at say 4 to 8 ounces, or
Mhm.
whatever it is, 8 to 11 ounces. Then if they only buy one piece, you still need your bags, because you're going to have to put it in a little tiny poly bag and send it with a ground label if they only buy one thing, right?
Okay.
But when they buy the second thing, it's going to charge them just a little bit more, less than it did the first time. Now they have paid $9.21 for shipping. $9.21 gets you a flat rate label. Flat rate label gets you all the next, what, anywheres from, uh, depending on how you set it, anywheres from 5 to 10 more items, 12 more items, free shipping. It displays to the customer free shipping now. They've graduated. So once you get a full box, depending on your settings, then it charges them shipping again. But the first one it charges them going to go back to that little ground rate, and then the second little bit of ground rate to bring it up to the 921. Now they can fill a whole nother box. So, and especially if you're doing kids clothes, you can get a lot of kids clothes in them boxes.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Roll method. Roll
yeah,
tough stuff.
but when you look at what you're paying, what you're spending now on your shipping, and you're using those boxes you described to me, how much is your customer paying for shipping on average for those big boxes?
So I charge the max that I charge the customers is $12, and then I pay the rest. But what I've noticed in making that decision is that I'm paying a lot in shipping. And it's also separating, that's what I can't figure out, people's orders.
It
Like,
separates it it separates it even better when you're paying part of the shipping, meaning you pay more. I don't know why it does that. I have
okay.
I have followed this along. So some days, like I did some hardware shows and I was shipping 50-pound motors, big
Mm,
old honking electric motors, right? Those have to go in brown boxes. Luckily, a lot of people bought a lot of stuff. So it was, oh, by the way, you guys, there are some sponsors in the buy it now there. This is kind of a sponsored show. If anybody's interested in showing some love, we'd be happy to get, run that givey. Um,
well, I'm gonna buy sponsorship because you've been
are
fantastic.
you?
I sure
Thank
am.
you.
I sure
Huh?
am. Thank you. Hold on. I'm
I
trying to
better
double.
get my I better get my notebooks because if it becomes an epidemic. The other thing I like big deals will tell you is that my memory's about that long.
There you go. Boom.
All right, let's get it running. Let me go look and see what you did. Hold on just a second. All right, we're going to do an Amazon card. Awesome. Haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, they're
All
fun.
right. Huh?
I said they're fun. Get people whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. Bear with me a second. I'm so fast at this part of it. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Hey
And
guys, in.
Julie does not come and help me on the sponsored shows. Did it start? Did it run? No,
Not
where'd it go? No, that's not.
hi Nix. Hi Carios. Hi guys. I'm trying to learn so that we can be better for you with
Me
the ship.
too.
So thank you.
Thanks for those props, Lydia. Appreciate you. All right, so here's where we're at with it now. So kids close. That's oh, that's my chat stopped over here. I couldn't see what was going on. All right, where were we at? We were talking about how many fit in there. Um,
Yeah, you were recommending figuring out how much can fit in those
yes,
boxes.
yes. Once you got what so when you do enough of them, if you don't set a shipping profile to bundle multiple items, does the seller end up paying? Oh yeah, the seller gets cooked, totally roasted. Been there, done that.
Yep.
Yep, been there, done that. Yeah. There's days I want to sit in in the stream and cry because I realize I screwed myself, and I'm like, I'm spending more in shipping than I made in the show. What am I doing? That's not a sustainable business model. Once in a while, you have to give up a little bit, because it's a learning experience. It's just the nature of business. All right, Lydia, talk to you.
Oh, thank you. See you later.
It's the nature of business. I mean, there's ebbs and flows, ups and downs. You're going to lose a little, you're going to make a little. The goal for me is to minimize the losses. But one thing, so what I'm going to show you, I got to get into a different spot here. If you bear with me a minute.
Take your time. I've got my notebook getting that so that I can try to create the shipping profile you were talking about.
Well, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and you can also DM me, and we can FaceTime if we need to on another when we're not live.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
yeah. Um, Forgot what the hell I was doing here while I'm doing it. That's funny. It's a superpower. Okay. So when you're at your seller hub, I
Okay,
don't know, can you see this okay?
I can.
Okay, so you're at your seller hub, and up here, the three little lines, click those,
Okay.
and then you see all that,
Mm-hmm.
and you click on shipping.
Okay.
I'm going to show you. Have you been in this tab at all where I'm
Oh
at
yeah.
now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on the first, do you do gift card giveaways?
I do gift card giveaways and I have them set up for the 78 cents. I learned that from Turtle Oven because I paid the price the hard way.
Me too. I sent a message to Whatnot. I said, hell, it's costing me just as much to ship these gift cards as I'm giving away. How can we do this different? Anyway, we got it figured out. Um,
So I learned that in the stickers. You can do trading cards. She taught me that.
yep. Okay, so you've already got that set. Then the next one down, I just choose priority mail. You can choose priority or flat rate. it,
Okay.
I choose priority, and then I edit each one of my shipments before I ship it, and I'll show you that in a minute. Then on the bottom one, I choose ground advantage for over 5 pounds, and I do that just in case something goes wrong. I'm not stuck with a priority label that I can't afford, so I leave it at ground advantage. It's cheaper for the customer too.
Okay.
That'll also help you. So you've already got some Uline boxes. That's great. Walmart sells a 15 by 12 by 10 for like $1.
Okay.
And if I screw something up with with my profile or whatever, or for whatever reason I accidentally run them all under the weight class, I use those Walmart boxes to save my skin because I can pile a lot in there, and then it goes ground advantage. So that's how I get out of trouble. And most of the time it works. Does a 78 cents give tracking? It absolutely does not. And if you do gift cards, so if you do Dunkin' gift cards, there's nothing to scratch out. I'm going to cover the numbers here, but take a picture of this before you ship it. Picture, save the picture with the mailing label. Then, if it gets lost, somebody says, I didn't get it, whatever, shoot them an email or shoot them a DM with a picture in it and say, here, feel free to put that in your app. If you're doing Starbucks kind of cards like this one, there's a scratch off on there. Scratch it off, take a picture before you send it. Scratch it off, take a picture, because you don't get tracking on that. And you can see that it looks like it was delivered, but usually when it says delivered, it's probably still got 2 days to get there. Somehow the post office manages to get everybody confused with that. Don't know why, but it happens. What do we got going on? Who's
Hey,
getting, hey, is that Carrie?
Carios. Yeah, she's one of my customers. I'm so happy for you.
Yay! Yeah, there you go. Your customer's getting a $25 Amazon gift card on you. I don't know if I'll get them all shipped out today, or they'll ship out Monday, because I got a lot going on this weekend. That's another thing. I have a very busy life. We're trying to get our retail store empty so I don't have to look at it ever again. And then we've got some family issues. So I got a 3.5 hour drive to the Twin Cities tomorrow and back tomorrow night. So it's going to be a busy weekend. So bear with me, but I'll try and keep my 1 day average of shift time.
This.
We'll get it out. Anyway, so back to this ground advantage. Now, after you save that, I'm not saving diddly because I don't want to screw myself up. You know about shipping costs. I
Mhm.
Mine says buyer pays all shipping.
Okay.
Um, I'm going to suggest that you do that and try it, especially with putting 12 to 15 items in a box. That's going to be a pretty good deal for your customer. I mean,
Okay.
if you're spreading 9.21 over a dozen items, that's less than $1 an item per shipping. So if they're paying, if you're averaging, I saw some Target stuff there. You averaging $2 to $3 an item,
Um, no, we start at $3 starts, and then
okay.
we keep,
Sometimes I do that,
and then it goes as high as it goes. I don't do sudden death often, but people are getting good deals because everything's new with tags,
right?
and we don't run it
So
up. That's our big thing. If we have multiples, I'll say, hey guys, we've got 30 of these, so we'll just take our time. One, you get the $3, you get the $3, and that's how we've built a following quickly.
there's some benefit to that. And I know some of your customers are in here. They might not like, oh, hey, yours and mine. How are you? I'm good. Um, they might, some of them might not like it, but we have to we have to make our money in this business. And it is an auction site. I'm going to tell you that everything is worth exactly what somebody will pay you today and not a penny more.
Mhm.
Um, I don't recommend telling people not to bid on something unless you made a mistake and then it's going to have to be canceled. But if
Mm,
somebody sees a pair of pants they want and they want to run it up a little bit because they want that pair of pants, who
let
am I
them.
to tell them no?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
realistically, but basically what you're telling your customers that they don't know what they want, and they
Mm,
do know what they want, and it's your job to let them get what they want. You want to help them.
I do.
you know
I do
you
as
do
much
want
as
to help. As far as the sudden death, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. uh, it depends on the limits you set. I didn't see. I didn't see designs by grandma's question. Mm. With the settings you show, will it only go to 5 pounds? So well, we're going to get to the what it's going to show. So with the settings I showed, if you use smart bundling, I've had them go as far as high as 680 ounces.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, smart bundling can be dangerous. I've
Okay.
had, those big giant Amazon boxes, the 22 by 18 by whatever. Yeah, you ought to try shipping one of those on the post office. Man, that break the bank in a second.
Okay.
Um, I'm on UPS beta, so I can use an alternative if I have to, do some big boxes because I do. I'm in the bulk category also
Mm,
for bundles and pallets. So I can. I mean, I have a that secret weapon. I can use UPS on some of that stuff, but it's still not that big of a savings when you consider what you're doing. If you're doing one piece at a time, just doing it with priority flat rate boxes. I mean, it 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 helps you know where you're at in your business because you have um, what do you call it, measurable metrics. You can expect I can sell this many items, then I got to get to another box. I'm going to sell that many items. Most people will try and fill up their box, especially if they're a reseller. So like if I like big deals comes in, she's going to be watching that free shipping after she gets her first two items bought from you. If you have things that she wants to sell, she's going to try and fill her box before she leaves because she don't want to waste that shipping money. She paid for a full box.
exactly.
Now you're going to fill it up. And the shipping on Whatnot for flat rate for 921 is insane. Go look at the prices on eBay to ship a flat rate box.
It's
We got
horrible.
good. eBay take I mean Whatnot takes good care of us with those contracts, and we want to make sure that we take good care of those contracts. So we just do it right. Don't tape two boxes. Flat rates. Don't tape two flat rates together. You get one box, one fee. We have ours set at 10
10.
items, comes out just under 5 pounds. So on the flat rate box, the weight doesn't matter. You can put 70 pounds in there. Did you know that?
If you can fit it in there, it's up
If
to
it
7.
fits, it ships up to 70 pounds. Yeah. Uh, Before I show you how to make the custom profile, little digression on the flat rate. Um, Boxes of concrete anchors, the little redhead things that you stick in the concrete to bolt shit down like equipment.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So on one of my hardware shows, I did that. I shipped 20-pound dumbbells. Yes. See, Joe, Joseph,
Ooh,
20-pound dumbbells. So 3 boxes of concrete anchors weigh 65 pounds and they fit in a flat rate box. And my mailman did not like me that day when he picked up.
that was a full total body workout. I'm sure he was hot.
Oh, you know, but they got where they were going, and it's not my contract. It's a negotiated contract that Whatnot has, and so we use it. But we be respectful. Hey, Mr. Mailman, can I help you with that? Be
Sure.
polite. But the moral of the story is, if it fits, it ships as long as it's not over 70 pounds.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, and if you do ship dumbbells in there, make sure you put a lot of packing around them so they don't rip through the side of the box from
E-
bouncing around.
exactly.
All right, now after we got buyer pays all shipping. That's my
Okay.
suggestion. There are times where that you don't want to do that, and we can talk about that another time. When we go to shipping profiles, have you done anything in there yet?
I have. I've created a couple of shipping profiles and then I stopped and just went to that smart bundling, which got really expensive really fast for me.
Yeah, for some of us it does. You've talked to Med City Liquidation. Do you ever watch Med City Liquidation?
No,
Oh,
but I
I don't know if I got anybody in here modding. I don't think I do.
I wrote the
Um, Here, I'll try and let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna pin them up.
oh, thank you. Oh, I'm following them already, so I just need to watch them.
Yeah, you should watch them. So they're also that's my main wholesale supplier is Med City. He started Whatnot 3 weeks before I did, but he did something smarter. He closed his retail store before he started Whatnot. I didn't. He's doing fabulous, and I'm scraping my ass out the hole.
We'll
But
be
this
doing that together.
yes, but the store's closed, so there's always room for improvement, right? Um, the family hive. Oh, you get all your stuff. Yeah, Mike's great people. Although I did text him last night and I didn't get a response back yet. Did you see the video that he put up of the Walgreens he just got in? The family hive?
Oh, the Family Hive purchased a sponsored
Oh,
Givy.
oh shit. I better pay it didn't show up on my screen. Let me go check the hang on, family hive. Thank you so much. And where'd it go? Are you
You live
sure?
away from them. Wow.
I didn't know you modded for Mike. It's Jess mods for me a lot, and so do Mike's folks. Here, I'm gonna allow you to mod, and if you feel so inclined, you're welcome to. Thank you. Um, what did you the Family Hive? Did you purchase a sponsor in my show?
I thought I saw that she bought a Dunkin' Donuts gift card, if I'm not mistaken. Was
I
that
see
right?
a sale, but I can't. Oh, hold on. I found it. Technology.
It's
Sorry. Here
a mess.
comes the Dunkin' sponsored Dunkin' card coming up.
Your first show is next week. Wow. That's amazing. I'm going to follow you and I'm going to come to your first show.
This thing, come on now.
Let me bookmark
Here we
it.
go. I got it. Okay. So the family hive, since I allowed you to mod, can you tag yourself up for that givey? And everybody, I should have posted the dollar mamas up and I'm so busy talking about shipping. Oh, sorry. I
No,
should
it's
have pinned you.
I'm getting great support just by being here. I literally couldn't wait till Friday. I kept looking at the show starts at 8. Okay, the show's going to start at 10. I will be there at 10. So
I,
thank you for being here.
I was gonna do 7 this morning and everything went haywire. I had to do 9 my time. Sorry. That's the
No.
one once we get everything settled down here and I can get more regular with time, I'll feel better about it. I'll tell you that.
No, this has been great. And the Family Hive Code,
And
thank you for that sponsor.
there we go. Yep. And they got themselves pinned up. Thank you. And you're only the family hive, you're only a mile away from Mike and Heidi. So what I want to tell you is Heidi usually she'll sell like around 2 in the afternoon. She's co-owner with Mike. They're also a couple and a wonderful couple at that. So she offers a thing where she'll do a 30-minute consult with you and you can schedule it through some scheduling thing she's got. She charges like $25 to cover the cost of the software. And I will tell you, she does things different than I do, and she uses her smart bundling more than I do. Um, I did her online consult, but I need to get there to watch her show. Yeah, yeah, and most of the time they'll let you in there. So her definitely a huge wealth of resource and worth following up on. Like I said, she does it different than I do. What I do works for me and what I sell, and what she does works for them and what they sell. They sell everything under the sun. I have done a lot of clothes, and this, what I've given you so far, works for me for clothes and for my customers.
Awesome.
That's not to say that what she does won't work either. She's got great insight. So by all means, check out what Heidi's got to offer. She can help you learn lots more. And then if you're looking for product, they're also a good resource for that. Or if you're going to buy something and you're not sure about the place you're going to buy it, at the very least, between all of us, we can help make sure you don't get ripped off by going somewhere that you shouldn't. Yeah.
Awesome.
A little while back, I took a $35,000 hit. And when I told Mike where I got the product that was causing me a problem, he said, "What'd you buy from that crook for?" I was like, well, maybe we should have talked about it before I bought it.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, still working on recovering. That's part of the reason the store is gone. I need to stay on Whatnot where I belong. Yeah, the store
okay.
was nice for a while, but this is much better. Look at, here we are. So
Good.
yeah, ouch. It happens, guys. And getting that giveaway on on the Family Hive Co.
Hi. Yep.
And we got a minute and 45 seconds left on that. That's a $5 Dunkin' card on them. Guessing it was a liquidation. Joseph, I'll tell you who it was when we talk on the phone. I don't want to blast them out, but yeah, yeah, you'll know. You'll know.
I definitely have to reach out to Joking and get some more inventory. So this
Yeah,
has been worth its weight
keep
in gold.
keep in mind his inventory is different than what you'll get through Mike. Mike does a lot of Sam's. If you like
Oh,
Sam's Club and you
yeah.
he's a lot of Sam's. That would be an understatement.
That's very
His retail store was called Little Sammy's.
okay.
So uh, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, let's get back to where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be talking about shipping and how crazy can we screw that up? Hold on, I gotta look at something. Did I wonder if I did something wrong here or missed something? Hold on.
Have other options like clothing and home goods. That's awesome. And guys, make sure you hop in the giveaway. There's 18 in the room and 13 in
Yep.
the give, and give the Family Hive Co. a follow and a bookmark. It's her
Yes.
first. Oh,
There you go. Joking just told you kind of what he's got there. Yeah. Hey, the Family Hive Co. Believe it or not, Virginia, Minnesota is not a great place for all that Sam's. Just crazy, even in the retail end. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tamia, Nini Tamia. Does that sound about right? You're gonna get a $5 Dunkin' card on the Family Hive Co. Thank you and congratulations.
congrats.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this. Now I'm going to show you so this one I call light close,
Okay.
and
Yep.
what you see there, I put the first one at 9 ounces, and that gives them a ground label, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I go down to set the maximum number, and these are going to be like adult women's clothes mostly, a little
Okay.
bit of jeans, maybe a couple small like Nine West sweaters or something. So I put 7 in that package across the average. And then I set it as USPS large flat rate box.
Okay.
And
Yep.
then, huh?
No, I was just
Question?
nodding and
There
writing.
you go. All right. And then I also do this. I put the second item. I don't know why that's. Oh yeah, 9. Okay, had to make sure it went over a pound. 9 and 8. I put additional items. I checked the box for 8 ounces.
Okay.
So once they buy the second item, they've got the box. Then it's time to fill the box.
Got it.
Um, but it's just that's a nice way for people who only buy one item. Now they're sending it, they're getting their ground item, and it's all happy and mushy and warm and fuzzy. You're saving, you're not soaking them $10 and all they got was one item. Um, Whereas once you get it, if they buy a second item, they're probably sticking around for a minute because now the next thing they see is free shipping underneath their name. And once you see free shipping, oh, free? Well, hell, I got to stick around for that.
And get more.
Yes, absolutely.
That's perfect. So
So,
what I
go
heard
ahead. Huh?
is the first item you set for your light clothes profile at 9 ounces.
Yep,
Then set the max number of items. You're choosing the USPS large flat rate box, and you're
yep.
making sure that second item is over and a pound in the average. So you're making it 8 ounces so that that generates the
That
box.
goes to the 921. So then they're getting a box. It's somebody says, again, Nick says if you attach that shopping profile to each item and they only buy one item in the end, does that hurt them? No, because so when we're doing this, we're only going to have one item and we're going to have 999 of them in our store. That's next. Okay.
Oh,
So shipping profiles, when you do shipping profiles, say you've got a profile for um, like that one was light clothes that I use, and you got another one for medium clothes. So like when you're selling those big bulky sweaters or bulky jackets, you can fit two in a box, right? In a flat rate, in the priority box, you can fit two. You can use the large box for those because they're still under 5 pounds for those light, fluffy sweaters. Two in a box. That's it. Ain't getting no more in there. I don't care if you sit on the box. Two fit. I've been doing this for a minute. It's a
that's it.
pain in the ass. People get upset, but I call it medium. So if somebody buys one medium, that's automatically a box. And if they buy one in the light category, that's going to be that general the ground label. You can combine them and stick them both in one box, but it will not generate a refund for part of that. Hi, Becky. I was just so Becky Hoff is actually one of Med City's presenters, and she also mods for me when she's got a minute. Um, this young lady's going to got to get a hold of Heidi to talk to her about um, um, shipping
Sourcing.
also. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that answers my question. The family hive is Paige. Okay. I know I see Becky saying Paige a lot in some of the sales, and I didn't click the name together. And I have a friend up here named Paige too. So I'm like, my page? Nope, not my page. You graduated together? Awesome. Becky, did you see who I modded? Ask me how we got there. This has been fun so far.
I'm telling you. Mr.
But
Deal,
it, yeah.
I have 2% battery because the co-host just drained it. So I might get yeeted.
Well, we'll miss you if you do. You don't have a phone cord close enough to plug it in?
Not close. It's too short. It'll be on the floor. It's too short.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right,
But
listen, send
thank
me a DM and so I don't forget, and I'll send you the number back. We can do something over the phone by FaceTime also when you got your battery charged up. But just keep in mind that custom profiles do not bundle with each other. Whatever your custom profile is, bundles that custom profile. So they won't bundle together. So the moral of that story is run all your light clothes first, then run your medium. Then
mm,
you see where I'm at, and then run your single item. You have another one that says bundle, and on the one that says bundle, put max number. Oh, I showed you the max number. Put max number one in a box for a bundle. Then you can sell, you know, 20 of those little um well anyway, the little tiny kid shirts, 20 of them, you give them all 20. It's only one item because they're all one money, and you put them into one box.
okay.
So that's if you're going to make bundles, and then you know how to do that where you just display it as you drop it in the box, fill in the box up, here's your box, ta-da.
Okay.
So yeah, then that's one shipping fee, and then they get 20 little shirts and have at it. It works.
I- I've learned a lot, and I'll be back for the next show because uh,
Appreciate you.
this has been great, and I'm learning a lot. Thank you, guys. Thank you
Hey,
so much.
yep, do you know how to get yourself out of there?
I think so. I'm click leave show.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye, guys.
It's fun. Well, she's gone now. I can't hear nobody anymore. By all means, if you have questions, feel free to ask. If we missed something, I see all you Southerners are dropping in from down in southern Minnesota. Woohoo! Designed by Grandma. Absolutely. Pleasure to help. Do you have any questions you want to ask additional? Or any clarifications you need? Michelle, aren't you supposed to be at your sister's? No, you have your volume turned on there. Maggie is my dog. 827. Yes, by all means, the Family Hive Co. Go bookmark and watch their show. She'll Hi, Fran. I have no words. I'm wasn't ready for that. Anyway. Can I stop and say hi when I'm down there? Just a second, guys. Maggie is my dog. Did you hear the question? Or did Fran hear the question? Can I stop and say hi when I'm down there tomorrow? I said hi now, I know. I meant stopping by the house. And if not, that's okay too. Had to get off topic for a minute there, guys. Sorry about that. That's another thing about community here. You know, we can all be part of this community. Um, we can show love to the community. Maggie is my dog. As she says, you look different without a. Yeah, I do. Well, she remembers it when it was all the way down to my tummy. Buzzy burn. Hold on, I gotta wipe my ass a second. Ah, they're getting all foggy. Sorry. Anyway, so back to that community thing, guys. Um, yeah, we're all part of it, and we need to show love and support wherever we can. Um, who's a new seller? Drop hearts. Yes. Hi, Sapphire. Okay, I got to get back to this question that Buzzy Burn. Did you watch when I showed how to make a custom profile already or not? You just get in here? All right. Do you have more questions? Did you want me to co-host you for a minute? You can talk instead of type. I say a minute, fictionally speaking, just however long it takes. Okie doke. Whoops. Where'd it go? What happened here? There's no option to co-host. Oh, hold on. I see what happened. There we go. Technology sometimes is not my friend. Ta-da! Buzzy Burn, you should have an invitation to co-host there. You see it? Is co-hosting broken again? Buzzy Burn, we can't see or hear you. You're on? Can't see or hear you. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna remove co-host and I'm gonna go out of the app and come back in, and you do the same, and then we'll try again when you say hi again. Let me see if I can. I'll be right back, everybody. Huh. Well, doesn't want to let me do anything with that. See if that works. Hey, Happy Tiki. Well, something is haywire with the co-hosting stuff here. All right, now you're out. Happy Tiki, just a second. All right, Buzzy Burn, let's try this again. I got rid of that. Now it finally went away. See if it works this time. Did it give you an option? Hmm. Well, it should have sent you another option. Huh. You're not coming through on my end. Can anybody else see Buzzy Burn in there? Yeah, I can't see you. It's not working on my end. Hold on a second. Well, that's just bizarre. No, can't see you or hear you. That's just crazy. Huh. Well, I guess we might be stuck typing. Yeah, and I not on this end at all. Huh. Really? That's interesting, Becky. So there's a whatnot co-host issue now where you only get one? Well, that's going to be a problem on Sunday night for Goliath, isn't it? Happy Tiki. Hi. Oh, your question. Happy Tiki. I can't see your damn question now. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. So, Happy Tiki, um, I got your question here. You're still seeing a co-host of Buzzy Burn, Roxanne? I don't know why I can't see that here. Let me answer Happy Tiki's question here. Well, is Buzzy Burn still in the picture even? Yeah, it is weird that it went out and came back in. All right, Happy Tiki, are you there? So I know to answer your question. Yeah, I probably didn't update the app. Okay, so let me tell Happy Tiki my 2 cents on this here quick. Um, Heavy mugs glassware due to packaging. I have all my mugs set 3 to 4 pounds, hoping not bundling, but will it ship at 9.21 each? Are you using a custom profile or are you using smart bundling? So Buzzy Burn, can you tap on your own name in there and push leave the co-host and see if that does it? And Tiki, are you using custom profiles or are you just using the smart bundling where you choose the weight? Normal USB. So it might bundle them. Um, I can't, I would be using a custom profile. That would be me. If you wanted to ship one per box, you need a custom profile. Call it bundle. Do you know how to make custom profiles, Happy Tiki? I seem to recall that I thought you did. No? Okay. So here we go. When you're in your seller profile here, or your hold on, we'll start at the beginning. When you're in your seller hub page, push these little 3 lines up here at the top that I can't see backwards, and then go down to, and keep in mind I can't read this while we're doing what you guys are saying. Then go down to shipping, click on shipping. Then have you know about this page, Happy Tiki? Nope. Okay, did you see how I got here? Okay, so the first one, domestic shipments, you should have the top one turned on in case you want to do gift card giveaways or sports cards or any of that kind of stuff for first class letter mail. The next one, do USPS priority. The last one, do ground advantage and push save. And you can also push apply before you save it. You can push apply to already scheduled shows. I would do that. Then after you get out of that, go down to shipping profiles. Ta-da! Get all my garbage off the top. You can push the plus over there. I'm not going to push that plus up there right now because I have one that'll work for this. So I'm going to show you. Let me go to it. I call it bundle. There it is, this bundle. And I said it weighs 5 pounds. It's irrelevant because it's a flat rate box. And then I set max number of items in the package, 1. So 1 item fits in the package and it uses flat rate box. You can set it to whatever size flat rate box you need, probably medium for your stuff. And then I save it. Then when I go and make my stuff I'm going to sell, let me get into one of my items here. Do, 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 do. We'll use the flag as the guinea pig. So when you're in your items where you're going to sell, you scroll down to where it says shipping. I have for these flags, I have 1 to 3 ounces. But when I open it up, it gives me all those choices of bundles. Scroll till you find the appropriate one that you made for what you're selling. And you always want to choose that when you're selling that item. Think you got it? You guys, there are some sponsorships in the buy it now. This is pretty much a sponsored show. Anybody's interested in showing a little love to mystery deals, we certainly won't complain. Happy Tiki, are you still there? My box will be brown, more than likely. Unknown sizes, whatever I have. Well, if it's going to be 9.21, why don't you just order the free boxes from the post office? The medium size would probably fit, right? I'll show you. So you have, we're talking flat rate. So this is 11 and a quarter by 8.75 by 6. This is what you get. Um, Here's my mini mug. My mini mug fits piece of cake in there. It would actually fit in the smaller one, but this one's not flat rate. So you can't go over 5 pounds on that. Those boxes are free. You make a USPS account, which is free. You go to order supplies and you pick how many you want them to send you, and they ship them to you free. If you want them faster, you can pay extra to have them shipped to you faster. I don't. I just let them ship them for free. And then you know what you're using. You're going to use the medium box because it's flat rate. It's 921. Um, I boatload of both boxes. You already have the flat rate boxes? Is that what you're saying? Or you already have, so use those. The boxes are free. You don't have to spend money on the box. The customer's paying 921 for shipping. Put some newspaper or something around it to help fill the space. And if they're under 5 pounds, you can also order the small one, seven and a quarter by seven and a quarter by 6.5. As long as it doesn't go over 5 pounds, it ships for 921. But if it goes over 5 pounds, then it's a problem. Show still on for tonight. We'll try and send you a raid. I don't know yet, Becky. We got to go back down to the cities. Um, Supposed to be in the morning, but we might have to go tonight. Um, Things going on with family that we got to be there for. 921 is priority up to 5 pounds, from 1 to 5 pounds, and it's also flat rate. Yep, what Becky's saying right there. If you have flat rate, so you can edit anything that you're shipping when you click on it. So if I do a flat rate box, I can tell the shipping profile 5 medium things will fit or 10 small things as long as I choose flat rate. You have to make a profile for each one. So if you're going to do 5 things, you make a profile that says max number 5 things and you choose that for that size item. Likewise, for 10 things, choose that profile. It will not bundle mediums and smalls together when you use a custom profile. So you want to run all your medium shit, then run all your small shit, and so on. Becky could probably give you a much better class on that part of it because she's more organized than I am. You want to see how to make the profile? Yes, for bundling. Okay. The way I do it, um, hang on, I got to get to the right screen here. Okay, when you're in your seller hub, push those little, tap the 3 lines up there, go down to where it says shipping, and I can't read it backwards. Go down to where it says shipping, tap shipping. The first one, domestic shipments, should be letter mail, priority, and ground advantage. That's the way I do it. Then, after you save that, you go to shipping profiles. Um, I have, I don't know, I probably got 45 different profiles for different things. Um, let's do, I accidentally used flat boxes in the beginning and spent more money shipping, not realizing there was flat versus priority. Well, a flat rate box, if you're shipping it through the app, the flat rate box is the same price as any other priority label from 1 to 5 pounds. So, but if you use custom bundles, then you control how much your customer is paying, sort of. It's supposed to be 921. You can use a flat rate box. If it fits, it ships up to 70 pounds, or you can use any other box as long as it's not over 5 pounds. But if it's under 1 pound, it'll give you a ground label. You cannot put a ground label on a priority box. So that's how that works, Tiki. Let me go back to making a shipping profile. When you're going to make one from scratch, hit that plus up there. which I can't do upside down, plus there. And it opens up like that. So then we're going to name it small widgets. Small widgets. We're going to tell the app that the small widget weighs, the first one weighs 9 ounces. Okay, 9 ounces. Then there's a toggle switch here. It's for max number of items. You turn that on. You said you can fit 10 small widgets. People read about my fees. People bitched about my, well, then, tell them to have a good day. And this is what shipping costs. Everybody knows what shipping costs. If somebody's giving you a hard time, ban them from the show. You can't be heckled. You have to be able to make a profit. If you can't make money here, you will be out of business. So if somebody wants you to give it away for free and ship it for free besides, respectfully tell them it was nice to meet you. My business model doesn't allow me to buy groceries afterwards, so that ain't gonna work. If they don't like it, too bad. I'll show you something else in a minute. Let me finish this profile. So max number, we're gonna say 10. 10 items fit. Then we're gonna go pick box dimensions, and I choose large flat rate box like that. Um, choose large flat rate. Then one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say set a fixed weight for additional items in the package, and I'm going to put that at 8 ounces. All right, 8 ounces. Then I'm going to save it. Now, whenever I sell those widgets, that's the profile I'm going to use for the widgets. Um, People are confused about priority and flat rate. So this is a medium flat rate priority box. This is a priority box. This is a large priority mailing box. It is not flat rate. They're both priority. There's the moral of the story. It's just a different flavor of priority. So you have to, first thing you got to realize is priority is priority is priority. If it's 1 to 5 pounds, it can go in any non-flat rate priority box or any other round box. All of these will work from 1 to 5 pounds, any of that. If you want to use the flat rate box, this one or this one or the side loading, it's still $9.21, but you can put up to 70 pounds in it if it'll fit. You can also use the flat rate cardboard mailers too for priority. So that's how that goes. Right, priority ships 9.5 pounds for 9.21, and it will not ship below a pound. So if you sold somebody an item that's and you sold it at a pound, so you get a 9.21 label, and when you put it on the scale, it only weighs uh, like 12 ounces or 15 ounces. Tell the app it weighs a pound, or it'll give you a ground label. That would be bad. All right, now I got to go back to this other question here. People bitched about my fees. Oh, I want to show you something. Um, Happy Tiki, you still there? Okay. So and I don't know if I'm going to do this show. I was telling that to Becky earlier, but look, when you open the show and you see the 3 little dots right here where you can go edit the show before you do it, and you see right there where it says verified buyers on green, it's by default it's red. It says off. Do you turn that on? Okay, 'cause that gets rid of half the trolls. After that, if people are being disrespectful, the app charges shipping according to the weight and the contract with the post office. You can't control that. And you also have to set it properly so that you're not giving it away. Say you do $3 starts on everything, and you're running all these $3 starts, and now you didn't charge enough shipping, so you're going to pay uh, all of your what would have been your minute minuscule almost non-existent profit. You're going to spend it all on shipping because people were complaining that your shipping was too high. Well, they're going to turn around and sell it on some other platform for 10 times the money. You know, how do you become a verified buyer? When you sign up when you sign up in the app, in your profile, there's a place to get verified. You definitely want to be verified. Under my account settings, see where it says verified buyer. Yeah, I think it has to do with your credit card matching your other stuff. Hello, Lucky Brewing. How are you this morning? You guys up here or down there? Hmm. Well, I suppose I could turn the music back up. Hmm. Are you staying down there or are you coming up? Or don't you know? Okay. We're either coming down tonight or in the morning. Issues with what we've been dealing with, plus one other family member thing going on. So we'll get a hold of you when we're down there. One of those things. Yeah, and actually, if we do come down tonight, we're going to be over on Johnson. So Insight sounds like fun. What did I miss for questions, guys? Anything? Anybody else? Let's see. I thought it was when I buy something. Yeah, no, I think it's you just follow this. I don't remember what I don't remember what I did to get verified, but I know I was verified from Jump Street. Thanks for those yellow hearts. If you guys double tap the screen, that helps. This is also it's a sponsored show. I'm not really selling much of nothing in here. Um, so it's more community to help out the community. So if anybody's interested in uh, buying one of those sponsors or sending tips, we love both. Not that it's required, but it helps. Hi, Shirley. Welcome in. We're talking about shipping and what kind of problems people do or don't have, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's got verified yesterday. You just have to take a picture of your face and upload a photo of your driver. Oh, cool. Okay. I think they made me do my credit card at the same time. Yeah, and the biggest reason for having that turned on is that the trolls will come in your shows and they'll start heckling or they'll bid shit up to the high heavens so you lose the sale because it does not default to the next bidder when it goes backwards. And then their payment fails because they're a troll, they're not real, and they've screwed up your show. So verified buyers is important. Yes, you will possibly lose some people that aren't verified, but what's the risk worth? So Happy Tiki, send me a DM and I'll get should would default the previous buyer. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice, Becky? Just like real auctions. Um, so Happy Tiki, send me a DM and I'm gonna shoot you back my phone number and we can do a FaceTime or a Facebook call or whatever and look at it and just to make sure it's right. Oh, there's lucky for Tammy. I've watched Ohio Thrifters and sometimes it takes 5 minutes for whatnot to find the troll or for the mods to find the troll. And they'll just run the bidding up to high heavens for something, it'll be a $15 shirt and it'll be up to $900. And they just keep doing it. And pretty much what it amounts to is that somebody's just jealous because they don't know how to, make it in the app or they got burned somewhere or whatever. And they're just taking it out on whoever they can. Yep, it's crazy, but it happens. And Whatnot does try and help find them and get rid of them. And your mod's a $1,200 pack of batteries because yeah, it custom fit it and yeah, uh, it's crazy. And Becky, and that's why mods that know a whole lot more about how the app works than just being a customer are very important, as you can well attest to, because you can go back through the list and you can watch who's doing what, and you can figure out who it is and boot them. And then a lot of them just make themselves another profile, but someone wanted to buy an only gift but didn't even buy anything. I'm not sure how these trolls are so good at their schemes. So um try. I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on that. So I don't generally do buyers giveaways, although I may do some for the fun of it. But you have the app provides them the opportunity to fill out a form to enter the giveaway. That's a federal law, and you can thank Publishers Clearinghouse for that, which I think they went bankrupt now. But um, you can't promise somebody a giveaway just based on the fact that they're buying, because then you've got people that are only buying for the giveaway, and it becomes more of a lottery than a giveaway. So that's why anybody has to be able to enter the giveaway. You can't just limit it. And for that reason, I have not done a buyer's giveaway yet. Goliath has done several buyer's giveaways, and him and I have chatted about this. And there are form fillers that have filled out and won. And you know what? We happily give it to them. They get the same thing that they would have got if they had been a buyer. That's what the law says, and that's what the terms of service says. Becky, yeah, I know you pull right away. There's also a terms of service rule that says you cannot schedule more buyers giveaways than you're going to give away. People will schedule 10 buyers giveaways and you don't know which one they're going to use. And form fillers can fill them out while they're in your giveaway section. They can click on it and fill it out. So then when it pops up, they're entered in the giveaway. Um, Making a bunch that you don't intend to use so that people might not know which one to pick is also illegal, and it's against the terms of service. It's very clear in the terms of service. You must, if you're going to do buyer's giveaway, you must provide for a non-buyer to be able to enter. That means they have to have time to enter. And if you schedule your buyer's giveaway in the middle of your show, all the people that bought before you scheduled it will not be enterable. They won't be able to enter. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that you have to watch out for. So try. The moral of the story is, someone said to pull a paper from a hat and add it to the box and purchase the item. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I know that if you're giving something away, it has to be random, and yeah, it has to be random, and it has to be disclosed. You have to say what you're giving away. Shipping profile for my LuLaRoe legging sale tonight. Bundling 5 leggings for a large box line at 20. That's awesome, Sapphire. It's safe. It's safe. And if you can, did you check to see if you could fit more than 5 in a box? You, that's what I do. Just take your large box and pack however many in there. I usually squish it a little bit. If you can get the 6th one in there, you might get that extra sale. You put 15 in a box. Yeah, I don't know anything about the LuLaRoe leggings, but however many you can fit in a box, that's where I would set my limit at, or maybe 1 or 2 below, just for your own protection. But if you send a half empty box, I'll try and see when I get home. Yeah, and if you don't want to send a half empty large flat rate box, use the medium if it fits in a medium. If you're going to do just 5 at a time, but if you can fit 10 of them in the box, change it to 10 if they fit, and maybe somebody will buy all 10. That's 5 more sales you might not have got otherwise because they didn't want to pay additional shipping. I know I'll certainly take the money from the additional sales if I can fit it in the box. There's other things you can do when you're doing shipping profiles as well. If things get if I went set flat pricing, will I need to set up per box? How will it know whether it goes medium or large, or is that what I take? Hi, Ms. Vivian. It's what you tell it, and I'd love to co-host you, but my co-hosting broke. I co-hosted somebody earlier, and now it won't let me. Arr. Um, so, all right, let me. Yep, two different profiles. Okay, Becky's already on it. You need to set up a different profile for each size stuff. It's one per day. Is that what not changed it to one per day, Viv? What the hell are we gonna do Sunday night for now? Holy shit. That's disturbing. That's just disturbing. Wow. Anyway, yep. So all right, let's get to your question, Ms. Vivian. And happy Tiki, I'll get to your DM when I get done with the show. So set up profiles as medium and large. Yep, that's what I do. Um, oh, wrong button. Seller hub, three lines, just in case there's people that didn't see this earlier. Shipping, woohoo, shipping profiles. Um, so I got one. It's called light close, and it'll bundle 7 in a box. Whatever I'm when I make my profile or my items I'm selling, if they're the light close, then that's what I choose for it. And then I have another one, medium 1 to 2 close. I can fit two up to 2 items in a box. That's like big sweaters and shit, or those big pretty dresses you've got. 2 of those probably fit in a flat rate box, right? So all of those dresses you'd have to sell under that profile. So it'll only bundle those dresses, the bigger ones together. And then the other stuff, the small ones, it'll only bundle those together. The two custom profiles will never bundle together. So if you sell one item out of each profile, it will not automatically mix them together if that's all they buy. Um, you can combine them afterwards and ship them in one box, but be careful with it and give a call and we can talk through it or look at your settings that way. But yeah, a medium and it's 2 separate profiles, definitely. And I have no problem doing a FaceTime. That's what Happy Tiki sent me a message for. I got to do a FaceTime with her later and make sure hers is right for tonight. On Sunday, just FaceTime on a computer and point the whatnot phone at the computer. It's not going to be me. It's going to be Goliath. I don't know how that's going to work out. That's just bizarre. Um, yeah, that's crazy. I wonder if updating the app would help because Becky said there was an update yesterday to the app. Do we have any other shipping questions going on here? Seller Hub changed a bit too. I didn't see it this morning, but there again, I didn't look. So I'll update it in the app store when I'm done here. Well, I suppose I could update it on the other device, not painfully though. I don't know. One co-host per day sounds pretty freaking painful to me, my dear. Holy crap. That just does not sound fun at all. Let's see. Trying to watch 3 things at once here. This is fun. So whatnot on my device does not say that it needs an update, so it must have done it all by itself. Hmm. Solar hub. Apparently, I have a few things to ship. It says something needs a label. I'll have to go check that out afterwards because I'm usually not the behind in shipping guy. I need a handbook to understand the flat rate versus priority with pictures like IKEA so I don't have to retain anything. Oh my God. We stopped at the Mall of America last week. You can see IKEA across the parking lot. And I said, honey, do you want to go over there? And Julie said, why would I want to go to that dump store? Everything comes with directions written from 5 different countries and the pieces are all made in different places. She said, I don't want anything to do with IKEA. Right. Um, there is from your, especially if you go on a computer, uh, pay my husband to put furniture. Yeah, there you go. I've been a maintenance mechanic for a long time, and I used to put together. I would put together a whole truckload of Amazon furniture and sell in my store. And then the market changed. I couldn't get a bunch of that stuff. I get furniture as junk. Yep, 45 an hour. It's too cheap. That's too cheap for doing that. Just saying. Should do flat rate per piece or raise the rates. My opinion. What part of the country are you in? Try. Hmm. India, the country of India. Cool. Well, that's awesome. I love to travel too, but I love to travel less and less is more, and I love to walk down the beach more and more. Short trips. Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, do you live in India full time or do you live in the States? Welcome in for those of you coming in. Okay. Well, if you need to talk when you get back, you know how to find me on whatnot. Also, mystery deals and more on Facebook, and I have a phone too. Let's see. Any more shipping questions? And did my shiny squirrel take me away from something I was supposed to be saying? Oh, that's hilarious, Becky. Oh, I think I got to get a Med City shirt. Oh, yeah. That was very nice of you to wear that. I can't believe it. You guys, so Becky sells on Med City Liquidation. She's the host there and she helps mod for a lot of people. She's really a great big asset to this whole community. But she got a mystery deal shirt for me and I clicked into the show and I'm watching her and it didn't even click in my brain. She's wearing my damn shirt. Somebody had to tell me. I think it was Mike that told me. That was funnier than hell. I don't know how the hell I watched her for like I don't know how long and didn't even register in my brain that that was mystery deal shirt on her, not Med Cities. And some of them are black. She had the black one on. It was funnier than hell. And what's really nice about that is that all of us, probably because I was too busy talking fast. Yeah, right. She does talk fast. She's no nonsense. How does that was that aggressively helpful? Is that how you put that? Yes, try. That's gonna be what so and she knows she's welcome to pin up Med City liquidation while she's modding here. You guys, we all do better when we all do better. I haven't been saying it enough lately. I got too much on my mind with trying to wind down my store and some family issues that came up in the Twin Cities. But you know, we're getting through it. But we really do all do better when we all do better. And you know, if somebody needs a hand up, give them a hand up. You know, if they're just trying to be a dick, well, boot them, you know, goodbye. But if it's genuine and somebody needs a hand up and you can be helpful and they can be helpful, help each other. You know, we really all do better when we all do better. Aggressively helpful, not bossy. I'm going to tell my hubby I'm aggressively helpful, not bossy. There you go. Try. Well, the ladies at Med City got aggressively helpful and had a little sale of stuff local in their community the other day. I wish I could have been there for that. If the box weighs more after shipping, is the difference taken out of the seller's earnings? Oh, well, Ladybird, are you saying that you didn't put the right label on it, or you got one that was supposed to have been more? You got a postage due? Wait on the corner. I hear a lot about buyers saying they had to pay more. Yeah, so I can't speak for all of Whatnot. I can tell you that I try and make sure my labels are right. Um, yeah, yeah, happy Tiki. I have not actually received one. I've been part of helping somebody that received one. If you do get one postage due, contact Whatnot and make sure you're going to get paid, you know, paid back to make that purchase. But sometimes it's an honest mistake, and sometimes sellers just don't pay attention. Make sure you get the right label on there. You know, as far as whether it comes out of the seller's earnings or not, I can't answer that. I know that some things we don't get charged back for, some things we do. I try and not dwell on it. You know, I look at my metrics right now, they're 99.9 and 99.8 for my fulfillment and my as described in my shipping. That bothers me. I'd rather have them be 100, but that's pretty good. Um, it's just taking the time to do it right. That's all it is. Take the time to do it right off of Jump Street. No use of not doing it right. I was looking at something this morning that I wanted to bring up. See if I can find it, you guys. Hold on just a second. There was how will I be able to find it? Mm, Um, oh, I don't know what time. Simply Synchronicity has a show today too. I don't know what time her show is, but today's her birthday. So, Becky, if you could give her a pin for a minute too, that'd be awesome. Simply Synchronicity is one of my bonus daughters. So she's doing her birthday show today. She's fairly new to the app, but she sure hit the ground running. That's for sure. Um, any more shipping questions that we can help with? Mm, mm. I'm trying to find. I read something on one of the group things this morning, and I'm trying to find it. And of course, let's see. Well, no, I can't find it. Can't find it. It was something crazy. Anyway, give Simply Synchronicity a like and follow. And she's got her birthday show today, and she's still fairly new to the app. Do we have any other shipping questions? And there's also sponsors in the Buy It Now. If anybody's interested in showing some love for mystery deals and sponsoring a givey, feel free. Open that door. No, no, I want away from here. Oh, Vivian, you're still here? Let me run it. Oh, what did you buy? What did you buy? An Amazon gift card, $25 Amazon gift card coming your way, courtesy of Ms. Vivian. Let's see if now, hopefully, I can find it quicker this time. Mm, Sponsored giveaway running now. $25 Amazon gift card, courtesy of Ms. Vivian. Get in that giveaway, guys. 3, 2, and thanks for the raid. Oh, Tim, I didn't even see you pop in. Woohoo! Thank you, 3, 2, 1, final bid. Another great seller based over there in the lovely state of Michigan. Yep, follow and bookmark Miss Vivian. So she's a multifaceted young lady right there. Um, she sells all kinds of neat clothes, really nice higher end women's stuff. You set flat rate. What do you put on the weight? 1 second. Let me finish telling everybody what a wonderful person I think you are. She does some marketing shows, and she has some stuff in her Buy It Nows that you can actually screenshot to give you a leg up on making sure that you're keeping track of your numbers to try and get you profitable. So she's got some great resources. She can also think outside the box with you if you need to brainstorm with somebody. And she does do a support show once a week also. My little brain doesn't remember when everybody's shows are, but if you look in her stuff, you'll see the support show in there. Bookmark and follow that. She's got some great information for helping you Marketing Mondays. There we go. So back to the question about when you set flat rate, what do you put on weights? You're talking about where you're doing multiple pieces in the box, or you want to just set it for one box and you're doing a bundle? I wish we could co-host. This sucks. My little brain is missing something. Entering a flat rate medium. So you want to make a custom profile for flat rate medium? Is that what you're getting at? Okay, and is that going to be um, how many items you're going to put in the flat rate box? Just one? Yeah, try. It's crazy. If it's a custom profile and it's for a flat rate box, just give it a weight of 5 pounds. It doesn't matter. And then make sure you set your max quantity to one, max number of items in a box to one. Then it'll give you a new box. It'll charge a new box for every item you sell in that category. If you set the max quantity to two, you can always upgrade it to a large box. That way your customer's only paying one shipping for two items if they're buying more than one item. Two small shirts, and you're selling the shirts separately, then max item two. You have to go with, so take the product you're selling, see how many of them you fit, and then make sure that's what your max quantity is for the box. If you sell too many and you can't stuff them in there, then you're paying to ship the next one. And there's not much ways around that. But you can always upgrade to a large box So if say you got two small shirts is what you're planning on, and for some reason you decided to sell a big fluffy sweater, um, two pairs of jeans do fit in a medium box. Yes, that's what I do. So I would call it mac. You're selling them. The first item, mark it at 1 pound or 5 pounds. It doesn't matter. And the second item, zero. Max quantity in the box, two, and that's what'll fit. But then if you do sell something like, say, you sell a pair of jeans and somebody wants to buy a big fluffy sweater you've got, they'd fit in a large box. You can still sell it under that medium with two. Just when you're doing your shipping, don't push print all, edit and change it to a large box. Then you can still fit your two in the box. That's the nice thing about starting at mediums. You can always, it doesn't matter. It's flat rate box. It can go up to 70 pounds. It doesn't matter. And that giveaway on Ms. Vivian goes to Alicia Durr, 34690. Welcome in. I'm sorry I cannot co-host you there, young lady, because Whatnot changed the rules and I can only do one this morning. I don't know why. But I'm glad to see you in here. Alicia, you might want to also follow Ms. Vivian if you're not, and see her Monday show um, for uh, and that was a $25 Amazon card, by the way. See her Monday show for marketing help, and she's also one that can give you some other pointers for getting you off the ground. Vivian, she's a new seller. You do follow her, okay? Drop your shipping questions and bookmark. Yeah, bookmarks. I don't know if tonight's show's gonna happen. I might have to move it, you guys. Depends on how things go. We've got family things going on that cropped up. But at least I can say my life's not boring. Sometimes a little too not boring. Mm, it's true. You're not wrong, Becky. You're not wrong. Just got to find that balance in there where it can juggle them all. We'll get it done. Yeah. Well, that's designs by grandpa. Somebody said designs by grandma earlier. Are there two of you? One's grandpa, one's grandma? So on the incremental weight, um, if you're calling it 5 pounds, then that's going to be a little iffy. I'd set the first one at 1 or 2 pounds, and then do the incremental weight to 2 pounds. That way, you're getting a 4 pound box, which that's just fine. Um, the Sometimes when you do incremental weight, sometimes it'll accidentally bump into another box or raise the price on it. So you want to be careful with that. You don't want it to go over 5 pounds on the app, but as long as it's a flat rate box, you can still stuff 70 pounds in it. That's pretty smart, Happy Tiki. Hey, speaking of that, Turtle Lovin likes to say that. Yeah, if you do buy the cheapo stickers, number one, it gives my wife something to do. She's got her little tray here, and we've got more containers, and she does these sticker things. Yep, and she likes packing up the stickers anyway. She just puts some random stickers in the envelope for you guys and sends them on their way. But you can also send me a message. I can't always get back right away, but I try hard. All right. Oh boy, this old country music is starting to get sleepy, isn't it? Mhm. Let's see, what can we do about that? Do we have any more shipping questions? You want me to leave? You want me to leave on the old country, Becky? Is that what you're saying? Unknown by. All right. Just drink more coffee. That'll work. Does anybody have any more shipping questions or any other questions you want to try and field while you're here? Ms. Vivian's here. Becky's here. Um, there's lots and lots of knowledge here, and most of them are willing to help out. Mm. Screaming toddlers. Oh, those are so much fun, Paige. I don't know if you know, but Julie and I, between us, we have 20 grandkids, and we have 18 kids left. And we had 19, one of mine passed. So, yeah, we know about screaming. New seller, what's the best shipping settings? Well, buy a giveaway to sponsor in someone else's room, they send it to the winner, and you get a receipt. How does that work? Yep. So let's do that question first for try. You get a receipt with some stickers from me if you buy a giveaway, and then we pay the shipping on the giveaway. That's why they cost more than the face value of a card, because otherwise we'd be going backwards with every one. Um, but that's how that works. You get the receipt and some stickers, and whatever you bought gets given away to randomly to the chat. Um, Oh, somebody did something. Shit, I'm sitting here, blah, 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 and I see there's something over there. Yeah. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Hmm. Then I got to go back to that question. Okay, what did we do? Uh, Designs by Grandpa did a $5 Duncan card. So we are going to run a $5 Duncan on Designs by Grandpa. Becky, if you could pin up Designs by Grandpa, that would be awesome. And then I'll find the Duncan. Yeah. And here it goes. Designs by Grandpa. Get in there, like and follow Designs by Grandpa. I'm going to look at the profile, and it says September 7th at 8 p.m. He's got 95 bookmarks on there, 96 now. Get in there, like and follow Designs by Grandpa. Viv, I forgot to have him. I forgot to show him how many. When we're done with Grandpa, Becky, remind me to shout out Vivian again. I forgot to put the picture up there um, for bookmarking. Oops. Yeah, it's really weird that you can watch the full show there, page, but it's kind of nice. We definitely want to do like and follow our sponsors. Um, that's they're part of the reason they're here. They want to make sure they're getting their name out, and we all really do better when we all do better. So that's one way to help out. Designs by Grandpa has sponsored you a $5 Duncan card. It'll be like that, and the numbers are covered up right now, so nobody can screenshot it and use it. We also keep a picture of it, so in case the U.S. mail loses it, we can shoot you a copy of the picture, and you can put it in your app, and then you're good to go to buy something at Dunkin'. Same applies to the Amazons. We make sure we keep a copy so that we can send it in case the U.S. post office loses it. All right, now back to that question that somebody had here that I breezed right past to do that. Let me back up. Okay, in the example you gave, you can adjust all of that during the shipping phase and bundle the jeans and shirts together, even though they paid $9.21. So Sapphire, you can adjust it during the shipping phase. Keep in mind, they're not going to the app will not charge the seller any more money if you didn't charge enough, and the app will not refund the seller, or I mean the buyer. It will not charge the buyer any more money, and it will not refund the buyer any money. So either way, you want to have it right to start with. It will charge the seller mystery. I'm trying to get set up that shipping. Let me finish. Where did that question go? And you can adjust all of that during shipping phase. Yes, you can adjust it. Just keep in mind that you want to have it right to start with, um, because once you end your show, that's what you're shipping. But before you unbundle anything, you want to make sure you have everything figured out in advance, because it could charge you extra when you unbundle. Bundling can charge you extra too, but that's not until you get to the print the label phase. But you always want to make sure you have your shipping set right. Any questions, feel free to send me a DM also if you need to. And let's see. Designs by Grandpa, get in there, like and follow Designs by Grandpa. Let's see what we got for bookmarks. I know we don't have that many people in the show, but we should have gone up a little bit. We're up to 100 bookmarks. If you haven't bookmarked Designs by Grandpa, please get in there and bookmark his show. He's don't giving a Dunkin' card, a $5 Dunkin' card, sponsoring us and you. Yeah, I just have to unbundle anything more than 4 items. Collectaholics, why do you have to always have to unbundle? I don't understand that. Are you using custom profiles, Collectaholics? Oh Lord, I know. Not that you know it. Well, you'd know it. Um, okay, so in that case, and so you're having to pay the difference on extra shipping, right? Is that how this is going? So now you need 2 boxes and they only paid for one? Does that sound about right? All right, 20 seconds left in that giveaway, you guys. Get in that giveaway. So let's go look here. From the Seller Hub page, go to the three lines up there, and then go down to shipping. Let's see who gets Duncan CC deals. You got Duncan coming your way, courtesy of Designs by Grandpa. Now I didn't do a good enough job with Vivian here. I should have had bookmark. We're gonna pin Vivian up again, even though I don't have another Givey running. I'm gonna get one running, and give me just a second. Giveaway. I'm gonna do a character bag. I'm gonna try anyway. Well, I'm trying. All right, so let me do this real quick. I'm on the computer. Okay. Yeah. And you don't want to do this on the computer. You want to do this in the app. But right now, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pull up Ms. Vivian. So when you go to Ms. Vivian's page and look at her shows, she has a show today at noon. In an hour, she's got 1,400 bookmarks. Now she's got another bookmark. Please bookmark, follow and bookmark Ms. Vivian and go check out her shows. You could actually do tomorrow's 11 a.m. show too. Whoops. And book that one too while you're at it. Ms. Vivian has great things to sell and she has great things to say. So you learn a lot. And she's got some good humor too. She was at Moose's place the other day dancing on the stream. Oh, geez, I'm sorry to hear that. Designs by Grandpa. But the fact that they're battling is good. So hopefully they can hopefully they come up with some solutions for that. Prayers up. Yeah. Yikes. Um, yeah. Anyway, let's get in there and bookmark Ms. Vivian shows. Get in there and bookmark Ms. Vivian shows, everybody. And Designs by Grandpa, thank you for sharing that. Hmm. Yeah. It's I don't know. The world is just weird these days. All right. I was working on something. Musa raided out and started over because he was so upset over the one host to show. Yeah, but did it help when he started over? Could he co-host again, or is it one per day? All right, interesting. Yeah, we're here. One per show. Okay, well, I'm not going to raid out and come back in. I'm just going to trudge along, I guess. Get in that giveaway. It's that one's a character bag because I screwed up and forgot to tell everybody to bookmark Miss Vivian and show the bookmarks like that. Sorry about that, Viv. Yeah, it's one of those areas where I can use that outside conscience. I wonder if you end and restart, if it would reset. I think so, but I don't know if I it would it open the same show? That's the problem. No rating. I can't imagine having to rate out every time. It would reopen the same show, Becky? Really? Oh, it has to be a new show. Okay. So Vivian already has the answer for that. So we're not gonna bother trying that today. That's unfortunate. And we got 18 people in here. I'd like to keep them. Um, maybe you guys got some more questions, but I was working on something and then I got sidetracked with something important. Hold on, let me back up. Let's see. Okay, collectaholics. That's what I was working on. You're on the app now. Okay, let me get back in the app. Hi, Ashton. I am over here, by the way, if you're around, Ashton, but the door's locked. You have to knock. Um, I think I don't. Do I have something for you? I thought there was a gift card or something. All right. Let's see. So we push the three lines up there, then we go to the shipping down here. We go to shipping, and after we go to shipping, we go domestic shipments, and then we try and make sure we have that right. Letter mail on priority for just regular priority for domestic 1 to 5 pounds, and ground advantage for over 5 pounds, just in case you screw something up. Um, so then we save that. And after we save that, we go to shipping profiles. This is important. Shipping profiles. 30 seconds left in that give, you guys. Get in there and follow Ms. Vivian. All right, shipping profiles. So when you're starting from scratch with a profile, you push that plus up there. In this case, we're going to open small widgets. So we put the weight of the first widget plus packaging in there. That's the first widget plus packaging. Then we turn on max number of items in a box. In this case, it was 10. In your case, it would be 4. And who's going to get the character bag? Goes Miss Vivian. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my God. That's just hilarious. I know, right? Oh my God. Oh, geez. Yeah, right. You are welcome. You guys like it, like and follow Miss Vivian. Oh my God. That's awesome. I'm following. Yes, I'm so glad you're following you. That is really cool. Okay. Sometimes I'm not following me. Okay, back to this. So you would set your max number of items. Um, was a collectaholic. Set your max number of item to 4. And you can then choose the flat rate box, large flat rate box right there. And then some people do this. I do this with my clothes. I put 8 ounces for the additional items. That way, by the time somebody gets a second item, if the first item didn't weigh a pound, they're automatically getting a 921 box and then they can fill it up. Then you push save. Then, when you go create your items that you're going to sell, you choose that shipping profile um, for each item and it will bundle 4 in a box. And after they buy 4, it'll charge them for shipping again. That's how you do that. Does that make sense, Collectaholics? Hey, Becky Beck. I think I just shipped something to you too. Actually, Becky Beck, when I first saw you pop in, is this starting a new profile? Hey, you have a great day too there, Miss Becky Hoff. Thank you. Say hi. Tell Mike I sent him a text. Um, oh wait, it's Friday. You might not see Mike, right? Um, No mic today. Yep. Yeah, kind of figured. Well, I texted him last night, but he's probably got on a plane and went bye-bye or some shit. Um, which that's a good idea if you can. Um, Ms. Vivian, starting a new profile. I didn't start a new profile. I just used an old one to show somebody how, and I'm still waiting to see if they were watching. It does, well, woman, it does ask for weights, and you definitely want it to be over a pound, or it won't give you a priority label. Um, as long as it's not going to go over 70 pounds, it's not as important because it's flat rate. No, I wasn't setting one up, Vivian. I was just showing somebody how you can adjust the number of items in the box by clicking max items per box. I just used one that I created earlier. Hello, yo, Tony, what's happening? Do you think I should I make another one just so people can watch me make another one? Is that what I'm hearing? And it's the same price, 921 for small, medium, or large. Yep. Even for this one, 921, small, medium, or large, including the side loads, as long as they say flat rate on them. Just wanted to see the screen you showed. Okay, just a second and we'll go there. Yeah. Do you know when? Do you know when we are selling? Instead of putting, say, weight for dress, we would put medium. Yeah. Okay. Let me do that one quick. Oops. Sometimes I hate my phone. It's my fingers that really are the problem. Okay. let- I'm gonna do. So we're gonna use this one. So when we create our items, edit listing. So pretend this is a dress. When we get down here to where it says shipping, you click that open, you have all of your custom profiles that you made are available in there. And then plus the weights that you want to use, if you want to use weights. Don't accidentally use weights when you mean to use a custom profile. Pick the proper custom profile for the item you're selling, and then it will bundle all of that custom profile according to what you set it at. That's the way you do that. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm so happy. I'm one of those. I'm that hands-on. I got to be doing it. This no co-hosting shit is going to drive me nuts because I like to be able to dialogue back and forth without having to sit and read the text. Yep. Random pulls is the same. You pick your profile that you're using for those random pulls. And you guys, I make no secret of it. Sometimes I use smart bundling just to see if it's gotten any better. And those are the days where I probably don't make what I should because I'm spending extra on shipping. But if I don't go through that occasionally and find out how things are working, then how can I tell you what works best for me if I'm not trying it? So that's why I do it that way. All right, now let me find this other question that somebody had just asked. Somebody wanted to see my screen, right? That I was on. You wanted to see the screen. Well, I'll just show you all of them. Why not? You guys, and also for anybody who didn't notice, there are some sponsors in the Buy It Now. You're welcome to buy a sponsor to give away for a giveaway to the chat. Helps the chat, helps us, helps you, gets everybody's name out there, and we occasionally get to pay a couple bills. Okay, so the screens for that, and it's best on the app, either the iPad or the phone. click the three lines at the top from Seller Hub, and you'll see that. Then click shipping in Seller Hub, and you get that. We'll go through. So if I have my close set at 15 ounces and my increments 1 pound, but my max is 2, will it start their shipping over as soon as 2 are reached? Yeah, if you have max bundle 2, it will start their shipping over as soon as 2 are reached. That's the way it's supposed to work. Now, I don't mind the grammar errors. I have the same shit. Whenever I use the voice to text mode, you just never know what's going to come out. And Viv, you've seen me talk enough times to know that you never know what's going to come out anyway. So, okay, back to the pictures. That's the screen you get to when you push shipping. If you have a storefront, turn on free pickup. So then this is the screen that I use. This is the settings that I use for my basics. Letter mail, priority, and ground advantage. And then with that, you need to edit your items, edit your shipping on each person you're shipping for. And if you have more than one box going to the same person, get all their stuff together in its respective piles before you do any editing, and make sure it's all going to fit in the appropriate boxes. Hi, Gwen's, how you doing? Because once you've printed the shipping label, there's no more bundling or unbundling. It's done. So then you can just reprint it. You can edit it to some degree, but you can't bundle. There's no more bundling or unbundling once you print the label. All right, so that's that one. Then we're gonna go shipping costs. Mine says buyer pays all shipping. I generally leave it there. And if you want to do a reduced shipping show, get a hold of me and I can help you with that going forward. I'm not going to get into that right at the moment. So that was shipping costs. Then shipping profiles. And I have like 45 or 50 of them. I came in perfect timing. I know you saw my message. Never got an answer from Whatnot Help as to how I print an additional label. Yeah, and Gwen, so I just printed one out of my own. I had to send something to someone and I couldn't get an additional label either. I just printed it off my own shipping account to send somebody an additional thing. That well, it was a replacement piece, and so it came out of my own business's shipping account. Um, Having the needing the additional label is a challenge. Did you ever ship that pile, or are you still holding on to the whole thing, or did you ship the one you had the label for? Yeah, then you're just gonna have to go in the profile, get her address, and go on. Well, I use stamps.com, and or you can go direct to the post office. I do stamps.com. Sometimes you get a little better rate, and make a shipping label and send it out. I don't have a better answer for you than that. I can tell you that if you go to the post office and buy it live, you're going to pay a fortune compared to just doing it on stamps.com. Yeah. The other thing you can do is if she wants to buy something else from you, set up a buy it now for one item that gets you the label, and maybe give her that amount of value additional in the box, so that she's not just buying the label because of your mistake. And then, yep, you can do that. That's the other option if you don't want to do your own label on the outside. Myself, I would give that option and see what she says, and make sure that you communicate. Um, Hold on a second. Yeah, I can see it. Just a second. I got to check. So let me finish what I was doing. So the person who wanted to see my screen, I hope you got the answers you needed. That one's for a 30-pound blanket. We won't be doing that today. Boy, that came small. Holy shit, where's my bifocals? Um, Max 6. Flat rate. So Vivian, if you're doing a maximum of 6, I would change my incremental weight and lower it to like 8 ounces, because you don't want the app getting confused over the 5 pound deal, because sometimes it'll act weird. But if you know 6 will fit, just change it to 6 to 8 ounces for the additionals, rather than a pound. That way it won't accidentally start charging more labels, because it could under priority if it doesn't, if it's just not worth the risk. As long as you're sure it fits. That's my 2 cents on that. Sponsors give, yes, sponsored gibbies are listed in there. To those of you who have sponsored, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. The rest of you, well, you're welcome too, because sometimes people just can't. I get that. Yeah, I know. I just, Vivian, when you put 1 pound for the first item, that's automatically, yeah, that automatically gives you a flat rate label for a flat rate box, or a 921 label. If the thing you're selling on the first item is not going to be 1 pound, including its packaging, you can set it to like 10 or 12 ounces, whatever it is. And then if they only buy one item, it'll give you a ground label for it. Just keep in mind that if you accidentally sell something that is over a pound, you're paying the difference for the label. That's how that works. And you've seen, I'm sure, enough of mine to know that I usually go the like 10, 12 ounce route for the first item, just in case they want one. And then if I accidentally sell a pair of jeans at that once in a while, it's not going to kill me. You get 5 free adjustments a week, so that's kind of helpful. Oh, the coffee's talking back. Woo-hoo. Let's see. Do we have any other shipping questions that we can help out with? Mm, Well, it depends on what I'm doing. I have been known to try and put everything in order by size. It's the thing that a lot of people forget is there's also dimensional weight. So if I sell a lounge fly, it fits in this box, and I can't get 2 of them in here, and it's under 5 pounds. But dimensionally, takes up the 921. Um, if I use one of my so I try and do them so that they bundle according to how they ship. Try and do the ones that ship together first. Last question is, if I have a replacement item to ship out, then it's always going to be my responsibility, even if it's not my fault. So that's where, um, hang on a second. They didn't charge me when it was my fault. Yeah, right. Sometimes they don't charge you even when it is your fault. Um, hold on just a minute, Sapphire. I gotta, um, Vivian, have you had an experience where you've needed to get an extra label from Whatnot because something needed to get sent, or did you have to just, yeah, did that work out by messaging support to get that for you, or did you just end up having them buy something extra? Okay, because that, oops, that subject for Gwen's Texas stash, she didn't get a response on how to send this other amount of stuff that needed to get sent. I suggested it, either she would have to buy it on her own shipping account, or have the customer buy something to get a label and then adjust it, and give her something in value for the label. I don't know other. Oh, trust and safety instead of support. Okay, that makes sense. That makes much better sense. And that's just, what is it? trust and safety at whatnot.com, right? With no spaces. I think that's what it is. It's on one of the pages in the terms of service as well. So did you catch that? Um, Gwen's Texas Stash. Was that you that was asking for the additional label, right? Yeah. Yep. All right. Awesome. Hey, Odyssey, how you doing? You're most welcome. Now, what did I miss here? Sapphire, can you explain that again? The 1 pound auto to 921 versus smaller weight. Should begin sales with heavier items to sell, then smaller weights at the end. The heavier to smaller, smaller to heavier, that's whichever way you want to do it. But as far as the 1 pound for 921, if what you're selling is going to be definitely under a pound, but two of them will make up a pound, you can set your first item to less than a pound if it'll fit, say, in a poly bag and it's going to be under a pound. That way, if somebody only buys one item, they're only paying, the $4 or whatever for ground shipping. So you might sell one item to someone who doesn't want 10 items. So you get that sale, and then they're not paying for a whole box because they only want the one item. So that's the theory behind that. But keep in mind, if you sell mostly stuff that's 12 ounces and it's in a poly bag, and you slip in a pair of jeans while you're selling, the jeans are going to be over a pound. So if they only buy that one item, you're going to pay the difference in the shipping if you've used up your 5 allowances. So if you're selling in the books category, it does cancel it out. Interesting. I was wondering that. That's a UN turtle loving department. I am not a media mail kind of guy. Um, yeah, just not me. So if in media mail Odyssey, were you still able to turn priority back on if it fits in that box and stick it in there if they paid 921? You can't even turn it back on? Well, ain't that some shit? Huh. Do you know where I'm talking about turning it on where you go edit shipment after you've sold it? Well, it for editing it, it shouldn't charge you, but saving it, it might charge you. Okay. Huh. I don't know what to tell you with that. Maybe you'd also want to message trust and safety and see if they have any other answers other than what support says. Yeah, if you rebundle, but so Ms. Vivian, when you're in the books category, it automatically goes to media mail, I believe. Turtle Oven said that too. And so media mail, it may just take away that option. Yeah, I mean, it should fix, except that it's kind of like the first class letter mail. You have to be in the right category. So I can do in the cards category or stickers, I can get a first class letter stamp for the 78 cent deal, whatever, right? But in any other category, I can't get that. In media mail, in books, I get a media mail label, but in any other category, I can't get that. When I'm selling electronics, if it's an item that customarily has a lithium ion battery, I can get a hazmat label. But if I didn't choose it right at the beginning, I can't get a hazmat label. Well, now actually they changed that. I can change it to hazmat, but you didn't used to be able to. So I'm guessing that that's where Odyssey's issue is coming up. I mean, the other option is you'd have to sell it in a different category. Then if you just want to use flat rate, you'd have to go like other or something. You could still put your sale in media mail maybe, but when you're doing each item, do them as other. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I would have to have a book sale and figure it out. Yes. And it's priority if they also purchase stickers, then it automatically bumps it to, oh, there you go. So sell stickers for 75 cents or a dollar or whatever and say, hey, helps out with shipping if you do it this way and see what happens. But make sure they've already paid enough to cover it. If they haven't paid up to 921, then you're paying the difference. That's hilarious. Buy some stickers. Absolutely. That's crazy. Just got some kind of a message and it disappeared. I don't know what it was. Yep. It's a little bit of work when that's for sure. The shipping still doesn't make any sense. I mean, all the changes you guys are doing, you can't see what the buyers are paying. Sort of. Isn't it just a guessing game at this point? No, dilly dally. It's not a guessing game. Um, from 1 to 5 pounds, they're paying 921. If it's going, if it's under a pound, they're paying the ground rates, which is like four something. Depends on the exact ounces. If it's over 5 pounds, if you have a custom profile set, then they're probably paying 921 for up to 5 pounds or however many pieces you have set in your custom profile. Um, if you're using smart bundling, then it's going to end up charging ground advantage rates, and it can make a box as big as 680 ounces. It does. The app doesn't understand dimensions. At that point on smart bundling, it only understands weight. So that's where you really do need custom bundles, in my opinion. Custom bundles are what saves you from having a box that you're not going to have charged enough to ship. Because once you get into that big, then you've got dimensional weight. The app doesn't take it into consideration and you have to make the difference up. That's why you hear people getting charged $45, $50 extra to ship. And they go, well, now what do I do? And a lot of them just change the label to 5 pounds and stick it on there anyway. And then it shows up postage due wherever it's going. And if you change it to 5 pounds and it's priority wherever it's going to cost maybe 150 more. So you want to be careful with that. And you can see what the buyer paid, dilly dally. So when you click on your buyer's name in the shipping thing in your shipping page, and you click open each item, you can see the amount of shipping paid on each item. So if you have to unbundle and rebundle anything, you want to look at every single item your buyer bought and find out which ones have paid shipping and which ones don't. Because if you put all the paid shipping in one box, you're gonna have to pay for shipping for the next box. Will it bundle automatically? If you're using a custom profile and you use the same custom profile, that's what it'll bundle together. The only way it automatically bundles outside of your profile is if you're using smart bundling, which is where you just pick the weight of the items and you let the app put them together. Happy Tiki. So you got your shipping screen in front of you. I can't show you my customers' stuff because Whatnot doesn't allow us to. You got your shipping screen in front of you and you see all your shipments there. Always sorted alphabetically first, so they're all together. Make sure every one of your customers is on the page. It does 1 through 50 by default. If you've got more than 50, open the drop down, change it to 100 or 200 or whatever. Once they're all loaded, sort them alphabetically so that all your customers are organized and together. Then when you touch one of the shipments, you can hit the little drop down on the shipment and it'll open up all the items they bought in that shipment. And on each item, you can see what they paid for shipping on each item. And then that's how you can figure out how bad you're going to get screwed in advance. And sometimes there's ways to fix that. You're welcome to get a hold of me before you ever save any changes, because once you save the changes, you're hosed. There's no fixing it. And there might be no fixing it anyway, but at least it's worth a try. Four things from the customer and it gets bundled. They also bought a 12-ounce shirt. If I put it on light, will it not go into the custom? Four things from a customer and it gets bundled, but they also bought a 12-ounce shirt. The only way it goes in the same category is if you called that 12-ounce shirt a light. 2 tickets. When you say 2 tickets, are you talking about custom profiles, Vince? If you have whatever you, so when you choose light, if that's your profile name, only the things that you chose light on will go in that. Well, light is 12 to 15 is poly if they only buy one thing. But if they bought a light item plus 4 on a custom profile, it's going to charge them the light item separately and the custom profiles bundling together. When you're done, that's why I said organize them all alphabetically. You can bundle those two together if they'll fit in the box, and that saves you a poly bag. It's not going to refund any money, but it's going to put all their stuff in one box, that's acceptable. You can do that. I do it all the time. Why send a poly if I'm already sending a box? But it's not going to refund any of the shipping money. That's why if it sometimes you don't get an extra label because you bundled them together. So you click both lines on the left. There's two little check boxes for each shipment. Click both of those, and then on the right margin where that little bar comes out, push bundle selected, and then that will merge them together. So then there's only one label. Purdue fan, hello. Because the only reason you would have an extra label is if you push print all as soon as your show is done, then you're hosed. You can't bundle them anymore. And you have to ship something with the label. So that's why you always want to sort them all by alphabetical first and make sure you know what's fitting where before you print any edit or print labels. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the ass, but I do it every time. I think Laura does it too. It's why you hear Laura and Goliath, Laura and Jacob grumbling. Yeah, grr grr grr. That's the way it works. The other option is you just go do what Ohio Thrifters. Uh, Sometimes it says in their show does not bundle. It's $6 or $7 an item for shipping, 708 I think for shipping, and it says does not bundle, and they just print all at the end, and everything goes in a poly bag, and out the door it goes. Their business models are a little different than mine. I'm selling, Target and Sam's clothes, and they're selling, higher end designer stuff. So they're making more money on it. They can afford to spend a little bit more on packaging. I'd rather use the free packaging and take the extra minute to ship it. But both ways work. There are many sellers that don't bundle just for that reason, Viv. I mean, if you're still getting 600 to 1,000 people in your room and they're all buying your product, maybe it's worth the difference because you're doing the volume. It's worth the difference to just send it all out in a poly bag, and that's fine. I prefer boxes to poly bags. That's just me. If the market trends in a different way, I'll follow the trend, and you'll probably see the trend before me because you and Ricky, you guys are numbers guys, and I'm a Virgo. We're all about love and mushy mushy instead of hard fact. I know you are. I'm trying as well. It's all we can do. Collectaholics, did you get what you needed from all that stuff I said earlier? Hi, Alexa. Alexis. Okay, you can send me a message if something doesn't look right. We can try and figure it out that way. Just keep in mind, I can't always answer in a jiffy. If it's a real big emergency, send a second message or something and see if I get it. Okay, cool. Alexis, I'm not really selling much. I've got sponsored giveaways in there because we're just doing a shipping information show. Yep, Sapphire, so do I. And oh, okay, yeah, I understand that. You guys also Med City liquidations. Heidi does it different than I do, but they sell a lot more variety than I do, and they use mostly smart bundling. You'd have to do her get a hold of Heidi for her thank you page. Get a hold of Heidi for her half-hour show or half-hour. Hell, Paige, you can explain that better than me. Yeah, that's what it is. No, you're welcome anytime, Alexis. We enjoy seeing you in here. Um, but anyway, Heidi from Med City is a really good one for doing it the way she does it. And yeah, there you go. You guys read what the Family Hive just put up. Yep. Web Woman, my version is give a good deal to the customer and hedge my bets against getting hosed. Med City's version is give the best deal to the customer, and if we get hosed sometimes, oh well, we got hosed. We're going to continue to march. The difference is I'm at almost 17,000 sales and Med City's at 135,000 sales. So that's how that goes. Happy Tiki, what time is your show? 8 p.m. Pacific. All right, so I might be able to pop in there. I mean, I'm gonna talk to you when this is over anyway. Let's make sure we got you right. I want you not nervous. And there again, you need to have your bets hedged so that you're giving a good deal to the customer, but you also have to make sure you're not going to get roasted. Both are important. 313 sales. Web woman, you need to put some stickers up for people to buy. Get you up to that 1,000. Got to get you up to that 1,000. That 1,000 helps your payout, so you get paid out faster. Um, Getting the experience is good too, though. How many sales are you at, Gwen? In the 600. Do you have stickers in there for like $1 or $2? I mean, I started doing them at 3, and the reason is that the time it takes, it's just where it's at. Can you check your inbox and give me a chance? See if that looks good to you. I can. Happy Tiki under 100 sales. Got to get you up. I mean, do the stickers is my suggestion, guys. Um, let's see. I got a boatload of devices here, so I can usually pull shit up. I got to put my glasses on for this. And we do have sponsored giveaways in there if anybody's interested in doing a little sponsorship for Box. Okay. Um, so, so are you selling each one of those individually? Collectaholics? You're not selling a bundle of 4, right? You're selling individually each one. What is Collectaholics? What does one Funko that you sell, what does one Funko weigh? Okay, so for your weight on your first one, I would change that to 15 ounces. And that way, if they only buy one, you can send it um, ground. That's me. Hold on a second. Yeah, Sapphire, you're gonna have to go live and not stop. Right? Um, but back to Collectaholics. Do you have a way that you can, if you ship one Funko Pop, can you ship that ground under a pound? For, do you have a packaging for that, or are you in? Okay, so then I would set that way, and then you can scroll down to your to where it says uh, set the additional weights, and set that at 11 ounces or whatever, and then it'll give you the appropriate priority label for flat rate once they've gone to the second item. That's my 2 cents on that, and that's how I do it. There's a category for stickers. You got to dig for it. I don't remember where. And I set it up as first class letter mail, and you choose stickers as the category, and that'll get you first class letter mail envelope. And keep in mind that if you, yeah, 0 to 1, that works. If you accidentally get a ground label for stickers, um, you have to use a bigger envelope, and you have to put something in it to make it rigid. Because if it's not rigid, then it has to be priority, because it would be machinable otherwise. So if it's not rigid, it's bendable, then it's considered machinable. And if it's machinable, it can only be first class or priority. It cannot be ground. So you want to pay attention to that. That's one of those silly postal rules and regulations that drive people nuts. Do we have any more shipping questions we need to answer? Yeah, so Alicia are you gonna do stickers or gift cards at all? It's Turtle Oven's much better with stickers, isn't she? But I can still get you through it. Yeah, so all right, let me show you guys something here. No, see, me sunshine off of me, it's a skipping. Hold on, bear with me. See, me sunshine off of me. I don't know. When you say free envelopes, try, what are you talking about? Priority envelopes? Yeah, no, not, no, because that would be $9.21 to ship. And why would we want to spend $9.21 to ship some stickers or a gift card? Um, that would be no, 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 no. Okay, so I'm gonna go into one of my giveaways here. I'm gonna let's see. I'll use this one. So this is a Duncan card. I I choose other sports cards. That's what I call it. And then I scroll down to shipping, and I choose 0 to 1 ounces. I do not have a custom profile that. I just 0 to 1 ounce. That's how you choose that. And there's also a stickers category that works in as well. You have to find the category. All right, so that's how I choose that. And then you have to make sure to bundle shipping. Hold on a second, Collectaholics. Um, On the shipping page, domestic shipments, you got to make sure you have that top one toggled on, first class letter mail for cards and stickers. That has to be on, and then you choose 0 to 1 ounces. All right, have a good show, web woman. Best of luck. Um, let's see. How do I activate the bundle shipping after I create it? You don't have to activate anything. When you make your, you mean when you're, how do you make it so that it chooses that, so that you're using that profile? I'll show you that. I'm guessing that's what you mean. So yeah, to always use that. So you make your sale, your item. In your case, it's going to say Funko. I don't have a Funko for sale. I'm going to push the 3 dots on here, edit listing. So pretend this is your Funko listing, and you're going to go down here where it says shipping. When you open that drop down arrow, you're going to have all your custom profiles plus weights. Choose your Funko profile for shipping. And you do that on all the ones, everything that you're selling. That makes sense? All right. Any other questions that I can help anybody with? If not, I will find somebody to raid. Give it a second because I know it takes time to type. Oh, you geez, Ms. Vivian. Thank you. Thank you, Viv. You guys like and follow Ms. Vivian. You try. Richard or just stickers? No, if you're doing, just put the stickers. It does not need to be, you should not make it rigid. If it's rigid, it has to go uh, ground advantage or priority. If it's not rigid, then it can go the stamp. You gotta, if you want to tip, you have to click on my name up at the top, because for whatever reason on an iPhone, it doesn't put it down on the bottom, it puts it up on the top. And so you click on the name at the top and there'll be an option to tip. Yeah, so Paige, some of us we don't have the promo button on the right. It's under our name at the top. And that's the case for mine. Oh, somebody, thank you, Sapphire. Much appreciated. Isn't that weird? I'm on my iPhone. When I'm on my when I'm broadcasting on my iPhone, people say they can't see it there. I have it turned on, but it's I can see promote here, but I can't see what they see on the other end. Um, when Julie was logged in as when she's logged in as Mrs. Mystery Deals, she doesn't see it on the right either. You got to go on the top up there at the name Mystery Deals. When you click that open, then it gives you some options to tip or boost or promote or all that kind of craziness. Yeah. Well, and it's been that way and it's like that for a lot of people for a long time. Yeah, let's see. Do I miss? Yeah, see, Miss Vivian says click on his name or boost. Woo-hoo. Thank you, Sapphire and Miss Vivian. Um, does it say tips are available instead of boost? I'm in a community show, so that might be why it says boost not available. Because I know when I'm selling stuff, then it allows people to boost. Strange. Well, which isn't bad because tips come to me and boost goes to whatnot and boops the algorithm up. You have to push on mystery. Yes. And click on the name boost or tip. Well, that's weird. Oh, goodness. All right. So anybody else have any questions they want to try and get clarified on? Liz says no, and Mystery says yes. That's bizarre. Hmm. One day at a time. Got the old music going. It's all I'm asking for you. Give me the strength. Good old music. What I have to do. I should raid somebody. Oh yeah. Oh, did I get raided? No, I didn't get raided. Mid City. I am just about winding it up. All right, we'll find somebody to raid. Med City just peeked in here. Let's go see if Med City's selling. That would be a good place to go, would it not? Oh, that was Becky. Are you guys live right now, Becky? Oh, so maybe we should go raid Mrs. Orenberg. Let's go raid Mrs. Orenberg. All right. Hey, thank you all for being here. I hope I was able to give you all some help. I appreciate the tips and the sponsors. We got to survive too. Ms. Vivian, nice to see you as well. Um, that's what I know. We all do better when we all do better. Take that with you everywhere you go, every day, all of your life. All right, love you guys. Let's find Mrs. Orenberg. Sweet Jesus. Let's see if I can make this work. Mrs. Otenberg. That's who you meant, right? Mrs. Otenberg? Whoops, that's not who we meant. Cancel. Don't know what that is. Yeah. Sweet Jesus. Okay, there we go. All right, she's doing women's contemporary, you guys. Let's go. Well, come on. What the hell? There we go. All right. Have a great one, you guys. Show some love. Show some love.
With the raid mystery deals. Thank you, mystery deals. I hope you had a great show. Welcome in, you guys. Let me pin you up. Everybody follow Mystery Deals for that raid and bookmark his shows. He is awesome. If you're a brand new seller here, you